Hi there, and welcome to Ian's Engage channel. I'm Ian. In my previous video, I showed some recent acquisitions I'd made, including a Dapol Class 27 that had a derailment issue. In this Shelfington Swift video, I'm going to show you how the issue has been fixed. Initially, I thought that the loco was derailing on the set track point on the front straight of the test track. But after reviewing the video footage, the derailment actually seemed to be occurring at the bottom of the curved incline. Turning the loco around offered a temporary solution and allowed me to complete the video, but I needed to conduct a more thorough investigation of the problem. I was convinced that the track work must be at fault, as the test track had been down for a while and the track pins were frequently coming loose, allowing the track to move, albeit only slightly. So I tried adjusting the track so that the track pins could be repositioned and had new foam to bite into. This didn't work, and the loco still derailed, so maybe it wasn't the track. So I started to examine the loco more thoroughly. As you can see from the footage here, the bogie seemed to move freely when turned manually, so maybe there was a problem I wasn't seeing. So next I tried switching the bogies around, which would tell me if there was a problem with one of them if the same bogie derailed. It didn't. The trailing bogie was always the one to derail when travelling fan end first. So that definitely meant that the problem had to be with the track, right? Well, no. This is where I have to thank Jonathan of Endoor. He'd had a similar derailment problem with his Class 27, and thankfully he'd fixed it. It turned out that my loco had a similar issue. Basically, although the bogie seemed to rotate freely on my model, the bogie at the exhaust end was seemingly catching on the hook that was attached to the buffer beam at that end. This was by no means obvious because the hook was imperceptibly lower than the buffer beam by only a fraction of a millimetre, and manually turning the bogies didn't reveal a problem. So, off came the bogies again, and after a bit of careful adjustment with my thumbnail, I managed to push the hook up a fraction. I also did the same on the opposite buffer beam as a preventative measure. So here's some footage of the loco circling the test track after the fix. Here it's travelling fan end first. Here it's travelling exhaust end first. So that appears to have fixed the derailment problem, although I noticed that when running exhaust end first that the lead bogie seems to be jumping around quite a bit, which can't be good. That's an investigation for another day though. Okay, so that's about it for this update. Many thanks to Jonathan for saving me many hours of troubleshooting. Please go and check out his channel if you haven't already. I've put a link in the description to Jonathan's channel and to the video where he explains the fix in more detail. Meanwhile, if you've got any hints, tips, useful tools or techniques to pass on to a beginner in Engage modelling, or if you simply want to say hello, then please do so in the comment section. Anything and everything you've got to say will be greatly appreciated. In the meantime, thanks ever so much for watching. Hopefully that's the end of the distractions for now, and the next video will actually be about progressing the build. Bye!